Check, check. Ah, yeah. We're in business. Good morning. And hello, hello, hello. And welcome back to another installment of Mecha Mondays, where we beat back the Mondays by blowing up giant robots. Or at least talking about it. Okay, so last time we played as a bunch of space insurrectionists, known as the Anti-Earth Union government. We are totally the good guys, we promise. And we beat back the advances of Neo-Zeon. And as they tried to, do nasty things, and crumbled due to internecine conflict. But now we jump forward, about 5 years, give or take. Yeah, to 0093. And we're going to get back into the Federation fold, and we're going to fight for truth and justice and the Federation way. And we're going to do that by blowing up robots, a lot of them. So there's this guy, this crazy guy, I think his name is Char, and for whatever reason, he is going to decide pretty soon that it would be a brilliant idea, and hear me out, to throw a giant rock at planet Earth. His stated reasons are something along the lines of, oh, I want everybody to connect emotionally and become Spacenoid Newtypes so that they won't fight each other anymore, which, as any halfway intelligent person will tell you, is bullshit. Doesn't matter if we're new types or old types, we're going to blow each other up. Anyway, we're assholes, we're good at that. It's one of the things we do. Earthnoid, Spacenoid, I'm the guy with the gun. So to speak. And this is pretty tricky, because as Federation, we don't get any good toys until way late. Way late. Sally. That's not her name, that's just the name of the track. Sorry, I realized that could be confusing. So yeah, we have Gym 3. That's all we've got right now. The absolute best piece of technology we're going to get for the overwhelming majority of this particular segment is going to be the Rigazi, and we do not get that yet. We will get the Stark Jigen, and that is going to put in work as well. And regular Jigens, for that matter. So as far as the tech curve is concerned, as you can see, we're using a piece of technology that's at least 5 years old in the GM3. Fortunately, any upgrades I had gotten still hang around. The Gira Dogas are new. The Jigens are new. And they are using new technology, but the Gira Dogas, as I recall, are basically built on the cheap in lore. Whoops, there we go. But they're still using up-to-date, moderately state-of-the-art hardware. So they're not as impressive as the Zaku 3. I'm pretty sure the Zaku 3 could take these things out like they were nothing. But I wouldn't bet my life that it wouldn't have difficulty. So stats-wise, Gyaradogas and Jigens do quite well, but in terms of actual loadout and weaponry and the like, they are not especially impressive compared to all the real nonsense that happened in Double Zeta. So they're already throwing us right into the thick of it. I'm going to go for the Jagadoga first, because I don't want it to shoot at me. So the reason this is tricky is because since we don't get the new Gundam till practically post-game... Oh wow, I actually put in work there, I'm pleased. We have to fight with a whole lot of stuff that has funnels, and we do not have access to that particular bit of technology. Okay, so I think Char got away. which is fine. We're not going to worry about getting S ranks on this until we are through, because we're just not going to be able to handle it. We need the new for that, because we are going to be trapped in. Yeah, that's not surprising, because Char counts for a lot there. We're not going to worry about it because we're not going to be able to kill both of them at this stage. We haven't gotten a new mech yet, so I've got to start beefing up my guns. Beefing them up. And if you would ground real long and hard, you'd be able to, actually... Oh no, I did max that out. In that case, there we go. That'll do for now. You'd have this thing already maxed, and you'd be kind of like, what about, where do I go from here? Char's second attack. So at this point, I'm trying to remember, because I haven't seen the movie in ages. On that note, I think some group of absolute madmen is doing a rescreening of Char's counterattack in select theaters throughout the country. There are none near me, of course, otherwise I'd be going. But there you have it. Alright, the Rulula? Thank you. That is the thing. The Rulula is the thing we want to shoot. And yes, there's Zisses because there's variety here. There are some Neo-Zeon remnants here. So as I recall, Char's reasoning for this sequence of events is to make Earth totally uninhabitable so everybody becomes a space noid. Because he, I guess, decides to drink his father's Kool-Aid and be like, oh, well, only space noids can become Newtypes. Which may or may not be true. Wow, that thing is outputting quite a lot of oompapa. So I'm going to shoot it. Not hard, you just have to be a little careful. I'll blow up those particle cannons if I can. Oh. Oh. I think my controller just died. Give me a sec. Slight technical problems. I gotta disconnect it. And then reconnect it. No, I think it's got power. Shoot. Give me a moment, folks. This is slightly embarrassing. And... Aha! Success! Back to shooting things to pieces. Ah, she got away. Shoot. Oh well. Kind of to be expected. I got an A rank anyway. I'll worry about that later. What I really need... There we go. We got a Jigen. We got our first piece of fancy advanced technology here. I don't remember how you get the Rigazi, sadly. There we go. We'll get our defensive stats back up, which are actually, as you can see, it has more health but less defense. It does, I believe, have a better beam rifle, though. Does it not? Yes, it has a better beam rifle. It has missiles, different missiles. I think these missiles act like whatchamacallums, the like bazookas, I think. It's been a while. We have a shield, we have a beam saber, we have dummy balloons, which are going to come in handy once the funnels really start flying. We are going to have to worry about that a lot. Oh my gosh, I forgot to turn it back on. There we go. We're good. We're back. Sorry about that. I'm real smart. Here, I think, is where they're testing out like the Rigazi or the new or something. I don't actually remember when this mission is supposed to be taking place. It doesn't really matter. So we get dummy balloons. We shoot out a bunch of them in a whack, which is nice. This mission, I think, is basically to get you some free points for your Jigen. Oh, the regular Jigen is the one that gets the nuke grenade. I thought it was the Stark Jigen. Now, here's the real enemy. It's Hathaway. I'm going to tell my ally to drop a nuke, which might actually damage him, by the way. Oh, there he is. Get out, Space Noid. Oh, he's invulnerable. We don't want that. We did not want that. I'm going to do some melee while we can still get away with it. We're not going to be able to do that against Char, so let's get our rocks off now, I say. And I think we fight a Rigazi at the end of this. That is indeed a Hyzak. Oh, no, they are the missile potty missiles. That's fine. Now, we don't have a sub-weapon in the traditional sense. We do have a hand grenade, but it acts as a primary weapon, so we have to switch to it. Oh, that's right. Quest shows up, and this is where the time becomes an issue. I'm going to tell my ally to chuck a nuke at her. Thank you very much. I'm going to hold block a lot. I'm going to kill this Rigazi. Now, the Rigazi does have that, get out. And we do want to kill them both. I have taken a couple hits, but I think we're good. One cool thing about mobile suits of this era is you see how my beam saber is like this short nub until I attack? That's really cool. I like that. It's like it's on. It's got a pilot light. Yeah, it did not go very well. I think that, though, is a mission that I want to get an S rank on because it gives you something, but I could not tell you what. Okay, more shenanigans. I think the mobility stats are much better on the Jigen, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Which is fine. Can take it or leave it. It is important, but it is not earth-shattering. Okay, we're gonna see what we can do for damage. I'm gonna stick with boosting accuracy for now. Also gonna want to do the same to missiles, but we can wait on that. A broken agreement. Probably the Antarctic Treaty. I'm pretty sure there's something in there that says, don't drop giant rocks on Earth. So this is Axis. Welcome to Axis. So we don't want that to blow up. And we want to blow up all sorts of other things. A lot of these missions are pretty basic because they're just kind of trying to do like filler or whatever to make this chapter seem a bit meatier than it actually is, because it's, you know, it only takes place in a movie. That's a Zaku 3. I don't remember seeing those in the movie. I'm much more concerned about them than I am the Kiara Togas, I can tell you that. Those dummy balloons do explode, by the way. They are dangerous. They hurt, which is good, because they hurt enemies. There's something flying around over there. I don't want it to be doing that. Get off of that. Who taught you how to drive, you punk? I do not. I very definitely do not want to use a nuke here, because those do hurt allies, and that would be bad. Come on. There we go. Get him off. Boom. Resin Schneider, is that her name? I'm gonna go and get my invulnerability on and hopefully kill her before she escapes or whatever she's doing. We're in a Jigen. I've got a lot of friends who love Jigens. I think they're pretty cool myself. I think I like the GM3 a little better, but that's because I'm a double Zeta fan. Again, doing melee because I can get away with it right now is not going to always be the case. Now that's going to be a problem. Get away from there, you crazy person. Missing was not what I had in mind there. Ah, she got away. Shoot. Oh no. She blew up the, Oh well. Until we get our weapons beefed up a bit, we've got some troubles here. Ooh, like dying, I guess. Eek. I just took a mega particle cannon right to the face there, which was really not what I had intended. Shoot. There we go. I want those beams to fly a little faster. And we'll try that again. And hopefully this time not muck it up too badly. Oh, not quite what I wanted to do there. Fortunately, those sword swings do not hurt the spaceship behind it. Yeah, you can use the dummy balloons like kind of a shotgun if you get right up in their face with it. So, compared to the, oh, Xeon route, this is much harder, because they do have a lot of funnels and we do not. And we do not have the Stark Jigen right now either, which is also a problem. Stark Jigen is going to make this a lot easier. I don't want to take that. Ah, very decidedly not what I wanted to do there. No, you don't. That actually didn't hurt the ship, so my fears are allayed somewhat. Okay, so what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to chuck this at it. There we go. That may not kill it, either, I might add. It may not die. Hopefully, though, it'll gut most of the weapons. I'm going to throw this nuke at my feet, and then... Oh wow, Quest just did not care. Ugh. There we go. I think we conked out most of the weapons on the Rulula, though, so we're good. I'm going to tell my ally to chuck giant explosives at it. Like that. That's not going to be an A rank, but it might be a B. I'll take a B. Spinning with a D-pad is a lot harder than it looks. Yeah, that's fine. We'll manage. No Stark Jigens yet. This section, like the other ones, you know, I was so close. These are not going to be close. These are not going to be close fights for a while. To being like high ranks, this is going to be like knuckle down and pray that you survive for the majority of these. This is real hard mode here. Not as hard mode as the extra missions, which, whew, those are crazy. The extra missions are just absolutely bonkers. I don't remember when we had a fight on the desert in Char's counterattack, but I might just be misremembering. But here we go. Maybe it's inside a colony? Question mark. I'm trying to remember if the new heavy weapons system is I think that's in the extra missions. I don't think that's here. Ugh. I saw that bazooka coming out, and I was like, I'm getting hit by that. Stupid sexy arm shields. Yeah, as you can see, we can just kind of stay afloat quite often. Ooh, a Dryson, let's kill it. Got him. Got him too. Oh, we don't want to escape. We want to make things not live. We do not have very long to make that happen either. You can win this by killing everything. It looks like that is not in the cards. Not today. Disappointed in you. So we'll just try that again. We'll dump whatever points we got into whatever stats I wanted to fill out here. Probably ammo. Ammo would be good. Actually, I'll boost accuracy on my missiles a bit more. I need to check to see if dummy balloons can... I think they get a... No, they just get reload time. They do get accuracy, but they don't get a flight speed. Whoops. There we go. We'll try that again, and then we'll escape. They do not... You can actually kill everything, but it's not really going to be viable until either the new or the new double fin funnel. Which, when we get into... Oh, no! I am slightly helpless. Come on. You better run. So yeah, the AI will lock onto those, but when you wind up having stuff like all these funnel spammers, they are not going to care much about that, because they'll just spew a couple funnel beams at them, pop them like they were nothing, and then proceed to focus you down like it was nothing. Come on. We're doing a bit better this time. Shoot. Double shoot. I'm gonna tell my ally to start chucking nukes. All will be fine. That's not great. No. No. Shit. I think that's the last wave, too. Yeah. Be disappointed, whatever. Did better. Boost that accuracy. Boost that damage. You can make the dummy balloons quite damaging as well, but it's less important. Because they're not really going to hit very often. You can make it happen, but it requires fairly ideal circumstances, which I have not run into at this point. So I'm just going to tell my ally, chuck nukes. Yep, I'm just going to eat all those shots like they were nothing. That's fine. I'm going to eat those shots like they aren't going to kill me. course. Hand grenade. Boom. Oh wow, 2 for 1. I saw you try to chuck that tomahawk at me, dude. I'm not gonna have it. I'm gonna start moving to that corner there. Shoot. I'm gonna start moving that direction. I'm gonna pull out at the last second. Right now. I could not have cut that finer if I tried. Yeah, we're just gonna let that stand because I can't really kill everything. But we got the Rigazi anyway, so we're fine. On that note, I'm actually gonna take the Rigazi and get some stats into it. Because, again, this is basically going to be the unit that we're using the entire rest of this section, because they don't give us the new, I think, until post-game. They might give us the BWS before then, but I'm not positive. So we've got a decent beam rifle, we've got solid grenades, we've got hand grenades, big frickin' whoop, head Vulcans, big deal. A beam saber, which is okay, a shield that does what it does, and otherwise we just have a giant stat leap, as you can see. Big stats. We are first and foremost going to boost that health up. We do actually have to worry about physical armaments. I believe the super attack for this one is just kind of a general shoot lots of bullets at things, lots of shooty. We'll find out in a sec. The new Gundam is kind of worth it, but I prefer the Dogas anyway. And the Sazabi. The Sazabi has some great shooty stuff on it. We do not get a transformation because we are the Rigazi, not the actual Zeta, so what you see is what you get. We're just a high performance, relatively speaking, unit. And this time I am going to focus Char down in his Sazabi. When he appears. Oh, Amuro, I can see time. Where are you? There you are. I'm gonna dump supers on his head. That's not gonna kill him. Don't you run away from me. Ow. Criminy. Yeah, you better block that. Okay, well, still a B. If you can kill those last two, good luck. But if you can, you make progress. Hopefully after this I'll be able to start upgrading my weapons, because I need that pretty badly. I could just take stats out of the main stats if I really wanted to, but I don't really feel like doing that. Survivability is going to be hard enough as it is without. Main difficulty is we are not one-shotting anything, and that is where it gets hard. Whereas before, we eventually got units that could one-shot enemies, even if it was just with charged attacks. Now, we do not have that particular convenience. I'm going to tell my ally to just do a super attack on these guys. Peace out, Hathaway. Another thing people will probably notice about Char's counterattack era mechs is that they are really big. Like, they're big in Double Zeta, no joke, but they're really big in Char's counterattack. They, like, grow by, like, a head and shoulders. It's pretty ridiculous. But they're starting to pack pretty serious reactors in them, so it kind of makes sense from a tech perspective. That went fairly well. I took more hits than I would have liked. We got an S rank out of it, so I can't complain. Which will help us in terms of a score. And we need that in order to get Ukrad points. I'm going to boost those, and that way I'll be able to actually make shots connect. And then I'll start boosting damage, and that should help a lot. So we're just replaying a little, mostly to get up a couple score for the coming missions, which get progressively trickier. Because we fight more Dogas, and they are not easy. Not the Gyars, but the Jagged Dogas. We fight the Jagged Dogas, and they have all kinds of fun stuff. Missed. There we go. I'm gonna let him land before doing anything to him. Because he'll have those recovery frames. Now we don't have dummies, and dummies are actually quite useful. As you can see, she just ate half my super with those. Actually, she ate my entire super. Oh gosh, no. Target her, please. Thank you. Get off of that. You don't know where it's been in Zaku 3. Okay. Jagatoga is what I'm worried about. And it just evaded all of that. Oh. Maybe not all of it. Those giant bayonets on the Zaku 3's guns, I think those are cool. Got him. Give me that shackles. That's better. I don't think that's going to get me a Stark Jigen, and I will give this another try. One more. Mostly because I think we can actually juice this thing up enough that we can maybe make it. I could worry about melee attacks because I am using them quite a bit, but I'm not right now too concerned. I would just like to get better than a D. And that is mostly done by getting the kills. And hopefully we can do that faster now that we have a stronger beam weapon. We can shoot them harder. Like so. No one-shots, but... And we can, you know... Oh, there we go. That's a one-shot. That'll help. If I can one-shot the Gazas and the... Oh, I can almost one-shot the Dwedges. Oh, I can one-shot the Dwedges. We should be good. The Drysons are going to take a bit more punishment. Come on. There we go. Doing much better. Get them off their high horse, so to speak, literally and figuratively. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And we're good. That should be... Oh, I'll take the S. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, cool. We got, somebody. I don't actually know who that is. Oh, it's... Wait a minute. Oh, God, what was her name? Whatever. We got her. We got a pilot for our efforts. Yay! Okay, boost our beam rifle a bit. Boost the accuracy and travel time on these because they're going to help when it comes time to actually shoot stuff. With my super, they make for a nice handy-dandy follow-up. Head Vulcans, I might boost the travel speed as well. The damage is inconsequential. From here, it becomes all about convenience. And to that end, I'm going to put points toward my total ammo count. And... No, I can't quite fill that out. I'll just put it into reload speed because it's taking quite a while. So get used to the Rigazi, we're going to have it a lot. The Purge progresses. I don't think there's ever been anything that's been titled a Purge with a capital P and has ever been good. It's almost universally negative. But that's fine, because we're going to try and stop it. In our cool Rigazi. Oh, no you don't. You'll also notice that enemies, like, just will randomly have stat buffs. Based on how relevant they are to the scenario they're in. Oh, please shoot it. Thank you. good. Ow, what the dickens? Actually, he might be blocking some of... Oh, because he had one of the, those stupid... These things. Ah, and if he'll stop shooting me, I'll have one too. Jerk. Yeah, 'cause he's just taking those hits like a champ. This will not hit him. I'm using this while I reload. Thank you very much. Oh, no you don't. Haha, drive-by. Oh, it was too far away. But for all the crap I give the Gyaradogas, they have a lot of durability there. They take some killing. Like that. I'm not really doing myself any favors with that thing. So I'm just gonna get out of it. So this is when things get real. I don't think we fight the Alpha Aziero at the end of this. Gosh, I hope we don't. Though ironically, I'm probably better kitted for that than many other mechs. Stuff like the Alpha Aziero, of course, is why they are kitting out mobile suits with physical weapons. Like incredible amounts of missile spam to combat eye fields, because they're becoming, if not commonplace, then actually a viable threat. Oh, those missiles aren't going to hit me. What do you think I am? Slow? Actually, I am kind of slow. Oh no! Ow! Jeez Louise. I gotta just blow this thing up before it gets away. Although in lore, I think Gyaradogas, because there's that one scene with the new Gundam, and I think it head Vulcans a bunch of Gyaradogas to death, and they just get torn apart. Okay, now for the actual problem here. Where are you? There you are. I'm gonna get right up in her business. Like so, and hope that these actually connect. There we go. I heard her get her funnels off too, which had me scared for a sec. There we go. That went fairly well. But there's a third stage. We have to worry about Resin Schneider again. I think that's her name. You probably saw the Head Vulcans auto-targeting the dummies there. That's a thing they do. It's one of the things Head Vulcans are great for, though. That Resin Schneider is plinking away at me. She is not getting out of that intact. I am pleased to say. I think he was going to try and melee me. What does he think this is? Some sort of a swords and sorcery game? Damn, dude. You don't die. I'm going to tell my ally to shoot the tits off this thing. I don't want it alive. It's done. Now I think we fight Gyune, don't we? No? I'm good with that. That's fine. So, I'm not sure what that top stat was. I think that's time. I think I took too long. Certainly on that first part. I'll take the A rank, though. Give me a Stark Jigen. Thank you. So, Stark Jigans. They're like a Jigen, but they're Stark. That's the stupidest thing I've said all day. But it won't be the last stupid thing. What was I doing here? That's right. Boosting my ammo economy. That's right. Nope. May as well put it into my Head Vulcans, because that will actually benefit them. I'm going to put this last bit into melee attack. I'm going to leave my ally in the Rigacy, because it's going to be important that he stay there. So there's a bit of a statistical difference. They've got a bit of better everything. That Mega M cannon is just big shooty guns on my torso. So, it has been a while, but I think I lived most of this game in the Stark Jigen to get through this section because it's got a great super attack if memory serves. So now we're going to do the A route, which I think is where you fight Gyune. He might actually have the Hobby Hyzak in this one. The Hobby Hyzak is a thing you can play as. It's this Hyzak that Gyune is putting together in his spare time. So unfortunately I've got a Hyper Bazooka, which isn't exactly ideal. So this is like the Federation's answer to the Zissa as well. It's a monstrous machine. Unfortunately, it also has hand grenades, which are just a really questionable decision. Who uses hand grenades in space, I ask you? Actually wouldn't be a terrible idea. You could do a lot worse. You're also noticing that I'm dodging stuff pretty effectively. There's a reason for that. It's because I'm good. He said. But these machine cannons on the chest are one of the really viable later game sub-weapons. Okay, because we've got enough juice. And I can spare a bit. And there's no allies to worry about other than, you know, my ally. He'll be fine. I'm gonna use my super, which is, as I recall, a couple nukes. Just a raid in a pattern. This is how you kill Sazabis when they try to run away from you. Unfortunately, it did not work as well as I would have liked. You're gonna die, fool. It's the last thing I do. Bert. Taking way too long to kill this stuff. No. Yeah, the bazooka has a nice double shot that it does. You can just tap tap. Okay, now we go for that A route now that it has appeared. Boost in its general direction. And we're good. Now we just have to get through the next couple submission segments. We can't use our nukes on that. Oh, Char. What were you doing? I'm gonna just drop another one on his head. We'll be fine. As you can see, those nukes are going just wherever they want right now as well. I'm gonna tell my ally to please hit the giant red thing. We want to take care of him. I hear him popping funnels, and that's not good for me. Ow. Slam him out of the space. That didn't hit. There we go. He's done. I would have really liked for that to have connected as opposed to not connecting, which it did. Please don't blow up that clop. Please, please, please. Alright, we'll just machine gun it to death. No big deal. Killing Char was very good, by the way. That's desirable. And I do want to kill these enemies, because that's more points. There are a lot of them, though. And unfortunately, I don't have a beam rifle, which would have made this a lot easier. Boom. I think that's it. Okay, let's get a moving and a shaking. Because time is a-wasting. Oh, right. We have to keep them from blowing up the nukes. This part sucks. Okay, so... Please boost, thank you. These nukes, unfortunately, are not terribly accurate. And they do have funnels, and those funnels will mess up a missile. Of course, he has to actually choose to use it, and he's not doing that. He tried to melee. There he is. Saw those beams coming off of him. I hear those plump, 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 plump noises. That's funnels. Stop meleeing those. It hurts me. There was another enemy. There they are. There's the Dogas. So we've let, I think, way too many of these die already. I thought this was another mission. This mission sucks mightily. This is one where the Rigacy is advantageous. The allies can actually do work in the Stark Jigen, but I have a bit of a harder time myself. Contrary to what I was saying before. You need to let a certain number of them through. I don't remember what the total number is. It's a lot. Once you get Gyune out of the way, it's not a big deal. The problem is getting Gyune out of the way, which I'm not super well equipped to deal with at the moment. See? Falcons, tearing them apart. I was right. Okay, so that didn't go very well. Yeah, it didn't. They give me the BWS? No, they sure don't. I may have to retry that, but I'm not going to do it now. Oh, great. A pick up the crates mission. These are always the best. These don't make me want to cry inside. No siree. No siree, Bob. They do not. They absolutely do. These are awful. I'm tempted to boost this thing instead because it's so good. But I'm actually going to give that to my ally. And I'm going to use the Rigazi for myriad reasons. No, there we go. Can I max out the reload on that? I sure can. I'm going to put some points into the reload on... Actually, I'll put whatever I have remaining into that, just so that I've got that moderately accurate. I forgot to switch my ally over. Whatever. We'll deal with it later. Clang, clang, clang. So, these suck. Actually, let me check. I want to go for the farthest one first if I can possibly swing it. That one. I want you. So, again, get used to the Rigazi. We're going to use it a lot. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Don't use your nuke. Use your shoot. Use your shoot. Ah. Dryson, please. Oh, and a Regelgo and everything. Gosh, they went ham. Okay, I'm gonna transport a container or two. Okay, single container. I think one of them just got blown up, which is crappy. I forget what are in these crates. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Don't think there are any enemies there. That went okay. I'll take an A rank. Oh, well there we go. So, with the new Gundam, which only I can pilot, by the way, the ally can't because I am a new type, and new types can do new type things. This really opens up. Unfortunately, though, since I'm the only one who can be using it at this point, I might as well go with that, right? Let's see, what else can I, nope, not quite. Not quite. Don't care about grenades. The ally won't use them much either. So who cares? So, new Gundam. New type only, so again, ally cannot use it. Nor can this person. So, it's a down to us. I'm going to leave them in the Rigazi because they need it. I'm going to just kind of straight up ignore my actual stats and go for weapons because those are important. Muy importante. I'm going to be boosting my fin funnels first and foremost. They're important to me. And I believe I can make the funnel shield as well if I hold down the button, but we're not going to be doing that. So this is going to be the first time on this campaign that we've even had a funnel mech. So it's been a while, and I'm going to have to remember how to use them properly. I'll tell you how it starts. It starts, usage-wise, by me using my super pretty much all the time. So, that just nicked me, and that's unfortunate. We've got a beam rifle. It's a boss beam rifle. It's really good at what it does. We have a hyper bazooka. We won't be using that until the Alpha Azieru shows up. So, fin funnels. Boom, boom. See those glowing lights around that guy? Those are the funnels. You can make them shoot from afar. Probably don't want to. Oh. Actually, I think we can one-shot them, can't we? No, we can't. We've got the fin funnels back. So the way you deploy them properly is you can tell them what orientation to have, and I don't remember exactly how to do that right now. It's when you're deploying them, you like hold a direction. Okay. I just kind of blind fired there, and you can waste them before they even show up. But instead, we've got that. That is how you make things not live. Oh. You can have them around yourself as well, which has use and value occasionally. If you want it to, I guess. But yeah, funnels. We're going to be using those a lot. We are going to deploy those. I think that'll go around near the front relative to me. Okay, we're going for point A again. Not for this. I did not want this. Get out. Get off of that. And we are going to... What is this part? Is this the defend the ships and then it's defend the nukes? Yeah, it's defend the ships and then defend the nukes. We're going to target our friend the Sazabi right here and now. And hopefully kill him in one super. We did. So yeah, funnel mechs, they're kind of strong, as you can see. Not having any problems right now. It helps that the new Gundam has superb stats. I'm trying to remember. how you get the... There is a way to get the funnel shield, and I'm not remembering how it's done right now. We'll deal with that later. Also have a very strong melee attack set. We've got that punch, 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 punch combo for my boost melee. And it looks really goofy. I love those two-handed swings. They look great. It's very much an Amuro thing. Ah, shucks. We also have a missile. Okay, and I want to preserve at least one super gauge for Gyune, because he's the thing that's going to kill the most missiles later. So right now, I am just waiting for those enemies to show up again, and for these things to finish being a defense objective. Pretty sure more enemies show up. Did I already take care of them? I must have already done did it. Nice. So we're gonna move on out. If I get a low ranking, it's because I left something on the table. At least I know that going in. Alright, so Gyune. I'm gonna get my funnels out by him, and now he's dead. You're done, dude. You're done. I should probably improve my targeting range as well. So this is like a little beam shot that I do, as well as a cluster of missiles from my shield. Also really good. Probably the next weapon I'm going to upgrade, because it's pretty handy. I'm not going to speak too soon yet. So one of the things you do want to do is you want to make sure the funnels are actually around them, because then they'll probably connect. I'm targeting through a bunch of different enemies there. That went pretty well. That should be at least an A rank. Thank you. Okay. In fact, I can probably deal with this right now and get that up to an A at the very least. But again, funnels. Funnels are our priority at the moment. We want them to connect. I'm also going to want more ammo for those puppies. For them puppies. We've got the damage boosted, which is going to help a lot for those, that super attack, where I just dump ammo into things. Okay. Yes, 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 on 5th Luna, no big. Improving the beam travel time is also a really good idea, and I'm gonna get to that sooner rather than later. Ugh, your stupid shield. So with the new Gundam, the rest of this entire run becomes possible. Like I was saying before. It is not just for show, it is true. It is extremely strong. Yeah, you don't want to fire while they're in flight. That's just wasted projectiles, or beams, whatever. I'm saving my supers for Char and Gyune when they show up. Look at those beams redirect. I love it. Oh, like a goof, I hit neutral, so my funnels now hover around me. Which is fine. As you can see, they output fairly substantial damage. Okay, when things actually hit. There we go. Not gonna do it, Gune. I will not let you. There we go. Got him. Did not escape. Silly space terrorists. Tricks are for kids. Okay. He's too old for you, Char. I wasn't gonna say it, but I had to. I feel unclean now. Alright, so you got more ammo, we've got better travel time, getting more reload time is also very good, so funnels again, highest priority. We get funnels up, everything else will kind of go in line with that. Now we have to worry about the Alpha Aziero, which is a problem. It is an extremely powerful piece of technology. It is dangerous. I am moderately envious that they get one. Oh. Clang, clang, clang. And once those get deployed around them, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, some of those missiles should hit. There we go. So there are a couple new variants in the game, but you don't get them, I think, until the extra missions. You've got the new, which we're in. It's not just for show. But the one that's really not just for show is the heavy weapon system, the HWS new, which is kind of like somebody saw the new and was like, well, we should either make a full armor of that, or we should turn it into the Double Zeta, because it just doesn't have big enough guns. Clang, clang, clang. Okay, we're gonna go for B route again, because that's our tradition. Start with the B route if we have it available, because usually the B routes are the harder ones to activate anyway and get access to. It's really only true for like the 0079 stuff, but it's broadly true in general. Oh. You have pseudo funnels. You do not count. Each one of those shots is only consuming 1 ammo out of my gauge as well, so funnels are great. Funnels are great. There are, I think, some funnel-using units that shoot more than like 3 projectiles at once. Oh, I was talking about new variants. So there's the HWS new, and then there's the DFF double fin funnel new, which is like the new Gundam, but if someone said, hey, you know that single rack of fin funnels? It's just not enough. Let's double that down so it looks like it has goofy wings. And that is the unit that is the end game. This is how we are going to clear all missions available with relative ease unit. Because its super attack is just stupendous. I know there's a way to get that shield, but I don't remember how it's done. I'll have to... Maybe I hit the transform button? Maybe that's it. Now for the hard part. We're going to go for Gyune. So I think Amuro there is like... I think it's Char in there or something. And then he's like, no, it's not. What am I talking about? It's just some crazy chick. Because I'm a Newtype and I know these things. Ow. 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 It hurts. It hurteth. So this is also, I think, when they try to have that ultimatum where they're like, don't you dare make your friggin' funnels do anything, dude. And Amuro accidentally shoots stuff and he's like, oh, they're too well tuned because I'm too good a Newtype. Okay, so that's going to be an A at best, but we'll take it. We'll take it for now. Maybe the BWS is the post-game thing, and it's actually pretty decent, but it takes time to get. Let's see, we still have some funnel improvements to make. Funnels are set. So what I can also do is I can just keep popping points into them, but I'm not going to worry about that for now. From here on out, the beam rifle I think takes priority because it's easier to use. After that, the missile beam, which is the shield thing, which is pretty good, but you're not going to see much use out of that because the missiles take too long to hit stuff. See, this is where in the timeline the technology has made these mobile suits move quite quickly. And in this game, that means anything that is slower than speedy beams is likely not going to connect. So one of the other advantages that funnels have in this setting is they are able to just keep spamming enemies. It's important. I think he just killed one of my funnels, the jerk. The new also has a great melee combo. It's very, very easy to hit with. Yeah, there we go. It's the transformation button, so now beams won't hit me. I can't use my funnels, though, but that's okay. Only lasts for a little while, but it's good enough. Ooh, I missed. Ah, that's not ideal. That's me taking a lot of damage. I tell my ally to shoot that thing. So they're throwing lots of Zaku 3s here, because if they just threw Gyaradogas, you'd really question the entire point of this exercise. Because Gyaradogas just don't have much to throw at us. They're dangerous, sure, but they're not that bad. Zaku 3s, they've got beam guns, they got a lot. They're quite dangerous. Which I know is a point that I've reiterated before, so it's me repeating myself, but hey, if anyone's out there. So I've already taken more damage than I would have liked. Is this one where I have to kill ships? I don't remember. So what I did there was I just didn't target anyone, and it just kind of auto-targets, which is quite handy. As you can see, that beam doesn't do much of anything, but it's a combination beam and solid weapon, so that makes it at least somewhat worthwhile. for our purposes. I should really have saved ammo there. I'm gonna just block. Oh, that's right, it doesn't have an eye field in this for some reason. It's just highly beam resistant, I think. I don't remember now. Well, it's no Queen Mansa anyway. But we knew that. Alright, we got a traitor. I mean, Hathaway Noah. Alrighty. Sorry. Traitor to humanity. No big deal. Can I max out that damage on that? I sure can. The beams are reasonably accurate enough. I'll make them move faster. That should actually help. Okay, we're gonna keep chipping away at the beam rifle. Get some more coffee in me. Whee! I do love the ship designs from this era. They're really cool. Yeah, Giara Dogas do have that cool beam machine gun, which is nice. I just realized I'm not using my funnels, and I really probably should. Oh, there's also, I was talking about new variants, there's also the High Nu. The High Nu is in this. The Nightingale, unfortunately, is not. If it were, that's all I'd ever play. I really do have to blow those up. I really do. Because I have been distressingly lax on letting those through. When the funnels are en route to an enemy, it's okay to make them shoot, but once they start having to split up, they are not. Because they will just miss, because they fire the beam where they're pointed, which is not necessarily where the enemy is. Oops. There we go. Knock them down, slap them with funnels. I truly don't know that my ally is even alive at this point. I haven't been paying attention. They could be. For all known, they are. He seems to be. So now we have to defend the Rock Hilum. From Gallus Jays. No big deal. There we go. There might be one more wave. Nope. Took care of the trash, as it were. Still no BWS, that's fine. We are coming up at the end of this one, which is hitting us right in the face pretty darn soon here. Let's see. I do not have enough, so I'm going to pop it into accuracy stats and flight time. or flight speed for the missile beam thing. Oh, I haven't upgraded this at all in a while. I should probably do that. Good enough. Actually, let me put those points into the head Vulcans. I think that's where it'll be most useful. There we go. 33 damage. Flight speed. Can't improve accuracy if I do that. That's fine. We're good. We're Gucci. The conclusion. Gosh, I wonder how it all ends. I'm gonna stop a bunch of crazy space megalomaniacs from doing terrible things. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna take out all those ships. We don't like them. They're dead. Ack. Not ideal. Alright, we'll go for the B route again. That's how we do. And we're gonna have to worry about Char. He's a danger. First, we're gonna kill this thing. I think Nanai is in this, isn't she? Yeah, you better shoot at those funnels. You can target funnels, as I think we have seen in previous chapters. You're just gonna cycle enemies and hopefully kill a couple of them. And yeah, as you can see, there's a fair number of them here. In fact, to that end, I'm gonna tell my ally to start really shooting things now. There's a lot of points to be gained here, and you do have to sort of farm it out. Something's shooting at me. I don't appreciate it. Hell with it. Got him. kill these sub-ships first. I'm not close enough for the missiles to actually connect. Oh crap. That's a smidge embarrassing. And I do actually want to save. There we go. My super for the next segment. I think Nanai is in here, memory serves. Not for long, she's not. Oh, hell with it. This is taking too long. Just blow the damn thing up. We'll deal with Char when he happens. I'm gonna regret doing that. Our Rigazi ally is not going to be especially helpful in this regard, unfortunately, because Char is going to be zipping around like crazy. So most of his shots are going to just miss completely. It's true. I'm gonna tell my ally to just super that dude. You'll notice this Azabi just doesn't take much damage. This is normal. We're not gonna kill him in one go. Yikes, this is gonna be tricky. Just gonna keep trying. The more projectiles we can get out there, the better. Just keep moving. Shoot and move, shoot and move. I kind of wanted to be targeting him instead of what I wound up doing. I'm gonna tell my ally to super him. There we go, we're good. Oh wow. So right now Char's doing, I think he just did a super attack there, and that one's dangerous because he gets all his funnels out and he starts trying to melee you to death, and if he does it close to you, you are dead. Do not pass go, do not collect 200 space bucks. I'm gonna tell my ally to super him again, in the vain hope that maybe he'll do it. We're good. So, yes, Amuro, it was a really dumb idea, says Char, and maybe chucking a rock at Earth was a bad plan. And he's like, it's too late to do anything about it. And Amuro's like, oh, but I have space magic. And the space magic works. It's that thing, that green T-shaped thing. That's space magic. It's a psycho frame. Don't worry about it. It comes out of nowhere. And through the combined efforts of basically all the mobile suits in the entire conflict that hadn't been blown to hell, they all managed to slightly redirect Axis to miss. Or at least not hit Earth completely. You can bet it caused some tidal problems, though. And that is the credits. We're going to go back and try some of that. So that is Gundam Battle Universe, the as Federation-y a Federation route as I could make it. Not much you can do for the Double Zeta era, where you have, oh gosh, you only have Aoug and Neo Zeon to choose from. Uh, neither of which are particularly Federation-y. And we went Titans before. So some of the route, the next route I'll probably do is an all Xeon route, which is very manageable. Um, very straightforward. You just pick Xeon every time and you're good. You just make sure you don't pick the Titans. The other route that I like doing is as many mobile armors as you can stomach route, which basically is Xeon all the way until Zeta Era Titans, and then you do Zeta Era Titans because they get all the mobile armors available in that era, and then more Xeon. So, now that we've cleared the main campaign, we have extra missions to work with. There are quite a few of them, and most of them are incredibly hard, but they often give very strong mobile suits, such as the various new variants, and as well as the S Gundam, the XS, the Gundam Mark V, ultimately the F91 Vignagina, and the Rafflesia. Alright, now we can use FS units in 0093, which means we get the BWS probably, once it shows it to me. And we get the new heavy weapon system, which I'll show off briefly. I think it was just maps. We get that thing from Zeta. Unfortunate. No, stop. Skip it. There we go. Yeah, still don't have the Newtype restriction unlocked, but we can equip that, which is going to be a considerable performance boost. It's got missiles, it's got beams, it's pretty darn strong. We're just gonna level him up a smudging right now. Right about like that, and like that, and like that. We don't particularly care about his reload speed, but we'll give him points in it anyway. And then we have the new heavy weapon system, which, as you can see, just gets a kind of all around the board performance boost, as well as missiles. Lots of missiles. And a stronger beam rifle, if memory serves. 677 versus 636. It's a bigger beam rifle. Not much to say. I'll show that off. It has pretty much the same super attack. It's not really anything overly special. Same general idea. There we go. All that projectile speed. Actually, I don't care about reload speed on that. It has a full complement of weaponry, so worrying about reload speed is pretty pointless. You just switch to another weapon and call it a day. I can take an SFS unit with me, I guess. Like this one, for instance. Oh, and I'm going to switch to the heavy weapon system new. Let me then put points again into funnels. Funnels are good. Funnels are love. Funnels are life. And we're going to do the A route this time, and hopefully not die, because we're using a unupgraded mech. The new had certain upgrades which made it just barely viable. Oh, well, we lost that already. That's no problem. Look at this big burly boy. The funnels are, I think, comparable. I don't think they're that different. The beam rifle, on the other hand, is a monster. I think it's shooting 2 beams at once. I'm not positive on that. Mostly it's just shooting really good beams. And I think I can one-shot these too. No, not quite. I think that had to go through his shield, however. So these big sluggish missiles, they're crap, but they're maneuverable, which is nice. I'm gonna keep shooting them. Yeah, like that. We've got these missiles, which there's a lot of them for starters. That is a dead Dryson, ladies and gents. We have a different melee combo. It's more sluggish. And we have about all the shooty you can stand for the super. And we're just gonna blow these things out. And we head for the A route. I don't remember what the A route has. Probably more Sazabi. Yeah, look at this thing. I love this thing. Almost as cool as the High Streamer, which is a pretty neat new Gundam design. Oh, that's right! I forgot about this. Yes. So, you're probably wondering, who the hell is that? Well, that I believe is Yu Kajima from Blue Destiny. He has in fact survived to this era. I don't think it's official. This is not an official thing, but him and possibly Ko Uraki, because there's like a Jigen in this in the movie that performs quite well, all things considered. There's also a Jigen that does quite well in Unicorn, so fan theory has it that Ko Uraki and Yu Kajima, because Yu Kajima is semi-canonically involved here, that Ko Uraki could have survived, and a few others. These old type ace pilots, ouch. Nope, not having it. He's just going to do a lot of funnel nonsense, and I don't like it. Oh, and he's going to go invulnerable right afterwards. That's rough. Oh, good. I didn't actually bleed my super there. That's nice. So as you can see, I'm shooting a lot of beams. It's like a 5-beam combo right off the gut. And there's a Bawu, of all things. That's not quite what I wanted to do. So yeah, heavy weapon system new. It's an upgrade. I'm taking a lot more hits than I'd like, though. Doge is not taking no for an answer. I think most of the shots are hitting his shield, which is not ideal. There we go. Yeah, there's another Doge. No wonder I'm taking hits. Or, it's a Bawu, whatever. I like how my ally hasn't taken any hits at all. I'm kind of embarrassed by that, actually. Whatever. Whatever, it'll be a B rank, no big deal. So we boost forth to the endpoint where we have our close encounter of the Char kind. We are going to hopefully take him down in 1, maybe 2 salvos. I doubt it, but he's pretty beam resistant. We did hit him, but then he was invulnerable for a while. Now we're going to shoot at him a lot. Fortunately, he's hit that Jigen quite a few times. Almost have it back. He's not getting hit nearly as often as I would like there. Ah. I'm gonna tell my ally to do another super and pray. I don't want to do that. There we go. Just need a glancing blow. So we're going to use a super on him. There we go. That could have gone a lot better. I took a lot of hits, but I still got an S rank because I was very, very kill-tastic. Okay, so yeah, there we go. That went pretty well. So, extra missions. The game gets real now. This is where we get to fight an Adzam. Because the Adzam is a thing. I don't really need this. What I do need are upgrades. To this puppy. There we go. Beefed. Beefed on up. We're gonna fiddle with our beam rifle a little here as well. Boost its accuracy to the point of slightly ridiculous. Actually, I can show off the Rigazi with BWS. This is kind of cool. Yeah, and for extra missions, you have all the other stuff that you already unlocked through all eras, so I can use stuff that I've already upgraded if I so chose, which I don't choose to do. Wrong one. There we go. Okay. We got that. We got that. We got that. We already upgraded that. I don't remember doing that, but okay. I won't complain. Do my other stats before I do the shield. It's not that there's a problem with the shield per se, it's that I'm going to just upgrade other stats. Thank you very much. So again, extra missions are where things get a smidgen crazy. I'm going to show off a couple of them. It's not going to have the really bonkers ones. So the Rigazi is the only thing that can be in the BWS system. I don't remember what that stands for. Boosted weapon system. Fortunately, our ally also is cogent enough to actually stay in it. Yeah, this is quite strong, as you're probably observing. You move fairly quickly. It doesn't have much armor, but it doesn't really need much. You can get, I think, more shots. Certainly you can make them even more accurate. It's got pretty decent tracking. Disadvantage is that you do not have a super attack you can use, but fortunately it's good enough that you really don't need one. Of course, in its intended era, Char's counterattack era, it is not quite so effective. Don't know who that is, some kind of ace. Can also use it to ram stuff, which is pretty neat. Like that. Well, would have been like that. So yeah, lots of enemies. Eventually they'll throw the adzam at us. I promise. Zoop. It's Makuve. I'm gonna tell my ally to super attack that before it super attacks me. It's about as effective as it looks. There we go. Got him. And an S rank. The first couple of these are pretty straightforward and easy. It's not a big deal. That one, that deserty one, is a bit more of a trial. Oh, there's survival missions as well. Hopefully I won't have any of those to worry about in this limited number that I'm going to be able to do today. Oh, of course, first things first, we want to shoot more. Ah, that's why. I was going to say, that number is supposed to increase. What's going on? There we go. Having 4 is slightly more important, in my opinion. We'll do the same thing. And then I'll whip out the... Actually, I don't think I showed off the full armor double Zeta. I can show that one off too. Also for these, you wind up switching sides all the time. You're not necessarily... It doesn't count towards whatever faction you've got going. It doesn't matter. So here's the fight against the Gyan in Texas Colony. He's rather vicious, in point of fact. This is not ideal terrain. He also has landmines everywhere, which are quite challenging. I'm avoiding those. I say avoiding, I mean running into them. You also have Char to worry about, who shows up. I think you're supposed to kill Char first. But yeah, these, stats-wise, these have been boosted to the 9s, so this is not an easy fight. That's right, run into the landmines, you. That's right. Okay, we've got a super attack. Provided he doesn't dodge all of it. There we go. And as you can see, the mines do not die easily, so that one's tricky. But we got an S rank. Getting a double S rank is much harder, but we're not going to worry about that. And we get a free Gyan. Ta-da! Alright. I don't know what this space one is, but it should be much better for the BWS. This one might be for the Brabro. I'm not actually sure. Whatever. Okay. Oh, Miller's report, okay. I think this is with the Ball Kai then. The orange one. That Shiro pilots, I think. It's been a long time. Lots of shooting at enemies outside my zip code. Yeah, there we go. Got him. Oh no, don't let the ball die. That's the hard part. I am running into a wall there. Very nice. No, 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 no. Actually, no, that is where I want to go. I lied. Never mind. Forget I said anything. This might also be where you get the fancy absolysis. Though I thought that was a tech tree thing. I don't remember now. He's in shrubbery, it's okay. Oh, fortunately the ally kept it too, which is nice. This will be interesting. Kablam. It's not exactly ace combat. Actually, can't I do... Yeah, I can do a first-person view. Why not? Ace combat it is. It's just really hard to see anything. We'll do it just for this and then never, ever speak of it again. I can't actually see it because of the way the layers are overlapping, which is less than ideal. So I'm, in fact, going to exit that mode. Ow! Ow! Yeah, it's not ideal. Ow. And those make explosions too, which is exceedingly hazardous. I think we saved the easy 8. I don't know. Got the Balkai, we got some GM custom. Okay, let's switch to an actual mech now. we've had our fun. I'll leave the ally in that so that it can gain passively. So let's go with the... Where are you? Full armor is double Zeta. Full armor double Zeta is a monster. He a chonky boy, as I think the kids say now. Chonky boy. I don't know. Whatever. We're going to shoot lots of things. They're going to get shot a lot. It's going to be fine. It's going to be rad. GME, and I don't remember what that stands for, or where it fits in the tech tree, or indeed why I would want to use one at all. Now, if you are particularly studious and are doing the extra missions as they become available, I think you can have them in the era they belong to. There's a lot of them you don't unlock until late anyway, so it's not that big a deal. There's a bunch of units that... Okay, we're going to do the A route now. Zoop. No. Eat giant plasma death. We're not going to be able to incidentally hit the Absolus if it shows up. It is going to straight up kill us if we are in this thing too long. Because it'll move too fast, as everything that's late level seems to do. Late game, sorry. That click, click, click is the ally flying around overhead, shooting blanks, as it were. I'm gonna just fly upwards now. And we're gonna hop out of this thing and do that. High mega cannons will miss. The missiles? The missiles will hit. They're hittles. I maybe could have killed it, but whatever. Whatever. S ranks are very, very relevant for extra missions, because that is how you actually unlock things. I don't know what this mission is, but it has what looks like an S Gundam, which means this might be against the Mark V. It should be thrilling. Oh, I want the mobility stat beefed up. What am I doing? There we go. There we go. That should be fine for now. Whoops. Oh, that's right. It only gains a few using them, unfortunately. So I'm going to not use one. Let my ally keep that for now. Is this Newtype only? I don't remember. If it isn't, I want my ally in that thing. It's not Newtype only. So we'll put him in that. Let him have a little fun. Extraordinary strength. Ha, ha. So this is the XS mission. So we are decked out appropriately in era-appropriate garb and giant robot. And as you can see, everything is just dying around me. This is okay. Now for the tricky part. Because that thing hits like a truck, and it moves very quickly too. To that end, let's hit it with more missiles. It wants my booty, I can sense that. So it's going to Alice mode, which, I don't know, it didn't. Because we haven't hurt it enough, I suppose. Get out of here. Actually, I'm gonna get my missiles out. Because there's not much it can do about those. Now it's going into Alice, and it is going to move very quickly. You will see a man can fly. Mostly me, out of my cockpit and onto the ground, where I turn into a fine red paste. The XS, it's kind of well named. Yeah. So to counter that, there's a simple solution. A very elegant, simple solution. It is the V-Gundam High Heavy Weapons System, which we will now employ to make it not live. We'll deal with everything else that comes at us. We have funnels. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. The XS is actually a very interesting mech, both in terms of lore, but more importantly in terms of game mechanics, because it has incoms, and incoms, as people may know, are basically funnels for for old types. But the incomes that the XS has are interesting in that they are very defensive-oriented in nature. They are designed to deflect beams, however the hell they do that. They're not lasers, for Christ's sakes. Technological inconsistency is inconsistent. So, admittedly, we have a lot of beams, which is less than ideal for the XS, but we also have a lot of missiles, which is okay. I suspect we'll be fine. I'm gonna switch to my other missiles. Ow, 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 ow. That explosion is it entering into Alice mode, which is we would have preferred not to see. But we do have a shield, which we are going to use liberally. Hoo boy, there we go. He got stuck in a wall or something, I don't care. That's only going to be an A rank at best. I don't think that's good enough to get it, though. I take everything back. All of it. I take it all back. None of it matters anymore. So, to that end, on that note, uh, as you can see, I didn't really get much out of that whole affair. That's okay, because now we have the excess, which is appropriately named. Let's cover this thing in as many guns as you possibly can. But wait, don't stop there. Give it an AI thing. So it can actually compete with Newtypes. Give it an eye field too, because why not, right? Why not? And then cover it in as many unnecessary guns as you possibly can. It's not quite as ludicrous as the oh, what the hell is that thing called? It's basically like the Dendrobium Mark II. I think it's called the Hummingbird. Giant, monstrous mobile armor. Strap a mech into it and watch everything around it die. Oh, I can't. That's right. Oh yeah, and I can transform, I guess, you know? That's a thing. And yes, these beam rifle shots are indeed killing things pretty handily. These incoms basically act like a free bullet can hit me, or a free beam can hit me, and it won't hurt. If memory serves. I keep shooting two when I really don't need to. Okay, maybe I do. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I love these big honkin' beam cannons. It's 4 shots, so whatever number you saw is only 1/4 of the damage, roughly. It's kinda good. And we are going the beat route, right? Right. And now I have super. Now, the disadvantage to this is that A, it is so fast that I can't readily control it, and B, I am not invulnerable by any stretch of the imagination. I am, however, obscenely fast. So anything that hits me, I basically deserve to get hit by. Time to go all Alice in Wonderland. The practical upshot is I can basically stay afloat as long as I want, unless I do something stupid like forget to boost. And right now, because I move so quickly, it takes less time for me to just fly around hitting the shoot button and letting auto-targeting sort them out. Alice should be ending pretty soon. It does also... Wow! Don't get hit by that, please. Fortunately, I have an eye field, so this is not so bad. I should probably tell my ally to do things. There we go. We're Gucci. See? Didn't even take any actual damage either. How great. That should be at least an S. Thank you. That should give me the Absolus 3. Thank you again. I can't because that's in space. I can show it off. No, I can't because that's in the air. just do this space thing. The XS is very, very late game. I'm gonna beef up. I want to beef that on up quite a bit, if we possibly can. That beam smart gun is killer. This, on the other hand, might do slightly more, but it's a little tougher to hit with. And you can't shoot 2 shots off at once, which is a bit of a disadvantage, I will readily admit. I am running out of time here. Here we go. The Hainu, Soaring Hainu Gundam. This is tricky. The Hainu is fairly dangerous. We don't have to worry about it for now. So this is from Beltorchika's Children, which is the novelization, which is now, I think, a manga, if memory serves, which is a bit different than the events of the movie. If memory serves, some characters die that don't, and vice versa. Or they die differently. Whatever. Oh yeah, there's these things too, which you can eventually shoot quite a lot of, but right now I can't. Right, it's the SP attack, isn't it? You shoot a lot of those. It's dangerous. Mostly it's that they have a lot of ammo. Alright, here's the double fin funnel. And to that end, I'm going to make myself resistant to what it can dish out. That went smoothly. Rigazi is no trouble. We'll just fly around very quickly and shoot it. Deal with another Rigazi or two. It's no trouble. You'll notice there's a lot of them. There's still more, don't worry. It's not over till it's over. Oh, that's right. Because the Alice runs off of your existing SP pool. Those are otherwise very unimpressive. Using SP attacks is hazardous. Shortens your Alice time, which is not a good idea. You hardly need it though. It's not, well, in some ways it's better than exam, but now for the hard part. The DFF actually is the one I was most worried about. The Hainu is tricky, but mostly because it has an ace in there, and that's dangerous. So I want to do that. That fortunately gave me a brief period of invulnerability. And that's not great, but I can deal with it. There we go. No? He blocked it. We're fine. That went well. That went well. I don't know if that's going to give us both the DFF and the Hainu. Definitely gave us the DFF, though. So that is our, like I said, the end game mech. And actually, on that note, I'm going to leave my ally in the XS, and I'm going to equip the DFF. Because it's crazy. I mean, its stats, when maxed out, are pretty comparable to the heavy weapon system, but it is equipped somewhat differently. Looks basically the same as the new, right? Yeah, it does. It does. You're right. You're absolutely correct. It has a slightly different beam rifle, which I think is not any weaker. It's actually a little stronger, if anything. But that's not what's impressive. What's impressive is its fin funnel count. So it has natively 7 shots. It can get up to 8. It can actually get quite a few more than that. We are going to, in fact, max that out. It shoots with like double the number of funnels if memory serves. So it's quite handy. And its super attack, I will let speak for itself. Once I get over to my ally and make sure his stats are juiced up. Because they deserve it. I know there's a relevant reason why those hip beam cannons are relevant, but I cannot remember what it is. So I'm not going to worry about it. I'll just leave my ally to it. It is Newtype only as well, which means only I can equip it until I do, like, I don't know, another run or 2 or something ridiculous. I think you have to get... So here we go. Lots and lots of funnels. Boom. 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 Those aren't even on top of them. Funnel mechs are awesome. This is the only mech that can really compete with the Cubile in this regard. The Cubile is probably crazier. I'm just gonna do a super on it, just to, you see that? So basically, how the rest of this game goes, in terms of trying to get S ranks and the like, is me doing that a lot. Using my super as aggressively as humanly possible. Oh yeah, shoot him down. Go ahead, buddy. Doesn't matter. I don't care. And there is really not much the AI can do. It also lasts quite some time, and yeah, so that's how that works. Can I know I have to wait for them to be reloaded. There we go. It's an even better beam shield. Yay, hooray me. I'm gonna keep doing a couple more of these, why not? These are hilarious, these are fun. Plus I need to upgrade the funnels on this thing. Yeah, a little bit. Oh yeah, we'll go for the damage, why not? That's where it's at. In fact, because I am mostly going to be using my super, let's get the damage up there. Way up there. Yeah. Basically, with anything using funnels, upgrading your funnels is usually... Oh, that's right! Oh, yes. The Hathaway's flash stuff. This is pretty crazy, too. Lots of missile bits, which work just like funnels, except they impact physically and blow up. It is the bane of mobile armors everywhere. The other bits of the double fin funnels kit are wholly unimpressive. That's because the magnitude of having double the fin funnels is kind of a big deal. I must be doing the input wrong. Whatever. So, basic premise is, for Hathaway's Flash, is you've got this guy, Mufti, he's called. I'm just gonna let the funnels do their business. I don't care. That's probably gonna kill 1 or 2 of them. Well, fine. Now they will. So they're auto-targeting because enemies have died. It's quite accurate. There's this guy Mufti who's like doing just general space terrorism. Universal Century has a lot of that. People have probably gathered. War criminals in general. It does turn out that Mufti is in fact Hathaway Noah. Hence the right Hathaway. Or Hassaway, as the romanization consistently does it, but it's okay. Now for the hard part. Well, I say hard. I mean the part where I hit R1 and then do square and or O and circle at the same time and cackle. Cackle. Cackle, cackle, cackle. Cackle. Cackle, cackle. Cackle. There we go. One dead space terrorist. I say dead. He has to be brought up on charges and be, executed by firing squad. Things that actually happen. It's really depressing. Thanks, Tamino. And we get the it's either the she or the C. I'm pretty sure it's the she, because that's I think how it's pronounced, isn't it? See, whatever. It doesn't matter. Which, actually, I don't think, no, it is not Newtype agnostic. I will show that one off. That one's cute. The Penelope is also a thing. We can also use the Penelope. But first I'm going to just jam some points into my funnels. Not quite enough to upgrade that. Shoot. Slightly more important. Where are you? It's way at the end in the extras. There we go. For this one, probably want to do the F missile, which is a funnel missile. It's does pretty much what it says on the tin. It's got some... It's actually pretty well kitted out. Yeah, here we go, Penelope. Penelope is also pretty well kitted out. It has like a weird slash cool beam shotgun thing that actually works. Kind of like the Sazabi's actually works. I can't wait to do my Xeon run because the Sazabi is just an absolute joy to play. It is so good. And I also have a cruising mode. I'm cruising. That Zeta Plus is not taking no for an answer, so I'm going to give him a taste of some kinetic explosives. Those aren't going to hit. Oh, I lied. They are going to hit. So yeah, they basically float around them like actual funnels, and then once you hit the button, they activate and fly like missiles. It's actually really cool. I think they had a lot of fun programming those. Ow. No. Also have missiles, lots of them. I'm going to stay in cruising mode because it gives me a little extra mobility. I did not need to do that. That's okay. Also, you shoot out a lot of them, and you shoot like 3 out at a whack or something. It's pretty bonkers. Unfortunately, I think they're also use 'em or lose 'ems. So, like, if you don't shoot them all out, you're just kind of wasting. What else is the other thing? We've got like a beam cannon on our shoulders or some such thing. Ugh. Unfortunately, we don't have the Carl Gustavs here. And the Carl Gustavs are pretty dope. They're like these big burly Jigen follow-ups. They're really nice. They look really cool. The line art anyway. I despair of ever seeing them in the... that's right, we have a super we can do, which is basically just waves and waves of missile bits that are kind of amped up in terms of strength. And now we have the Penelope, which is a bit trickier to deal with, but looks awesome. I love this thing, it's so goofy. Late UC, I'm telling you, it's the best time. Best timeline indeed. I tell my ally to please kindly kill that thing dead. He's gonna shoot lots of those at him. Well, that isn't totally what I intended to do, but we'll make it work. We will indeed make it work. We're good. I don't think that's going to be an S rank because I took a bad hit there. We did anyway, I don't care. That's fine. Should get me the Penelope, which isn't quite as fancy in some regards, but in others is rather fancy indeed. I do not know which mission this is. Is this the Kill All Federation max? I will find out. Also, stuff gets increasingly expensive. Oh, the sand barrel. It is basically a shotgun. It's pretty cool. I don't know why it's called sand. I don't actually know. We'll make it accurate, though. And it's also a new type use unit, so advantages and disadvantages there. Keep boosting that beam smart gun. Actually, because my AI ally is using it, I'm going to boost the actual stats, the relevant "this is how you don't die" stats, like that. Okay, that should be fine. Oh, formula project. Okay, so this is, I think, the mission that'll give us the Vignagina, not the F91, I think. Or maybe it's the F91 if you get an S rank. That I do want to show off. That would be pretty rad. I am not exactly in the best unit to do this, unfortunately. And you'll see why if things do not go well. You will find out why very quickly. Oh yeah, the other advantage of the funnel missiles is that they... And really, all they are is wire-guided missiles that you are activated with your mind. They're not all that fancy. What's the name of the Gundam that's under the Penelope suit? Is it the Odyssey or Odysseus, I think? It's something like that, yeah. It's been a while. Here's the sand barrel. It's basically dual shotguns. Because somebody said, hey, we want something that is going to make Newtypes wish, or make I-fields wish they were never born. What the goodness. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Does this have a cruising mode? I know everything in space gets a cruising mode, so maybe that's all I'm thinking of. I'm just gonna... Oh, he did not die from that. Oh, because he was in the spin out, which gives him like this slight damage proration or whatever. They take slightly less damage when they're spinning around, being like, oh god, I've been hit. I'm gonna take out that business. So as you can see, the F91 is moving rather quickly. That is expected. Ow. That actually went very well. The F91 can give a lot of trouble. If it hits its meepy mode, you're done, because it's just going to move. If we get it, I'd be happy, but I don't think we... Oh, yes. And that is also Newtype agnostic. I'm gonna... Where are you? There you are. I'm gonna put my ally in that thing. And me. As you can see, its stats are ever so slightly bonkers. Mobility stats are all pretty much maxed. They are the highest anything is going to get natively. And it is strong. We are going to... I don't remember which one of these I like using. I don't remember. Probably the VSBR. Maybe the beam launcher. I don't know. I'm going to put points into the VSBR because VSBRs are cool. Variable speed beam rifle for the uninitiated. It's those wing binders that it can flip underarm and then shoot them. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Hooked directly to the reactor, so it's just basically venting reactor mass. Reactor juice straight out a hole. It's pretty cool. We are definitely going to use the meepy mode because it's really cool. We have the it's the Rafflesia, but they just decided to spell it funny. And it's we shoot lots of them, little ones. None of these are a threat. They do shoot out bugs though, and by bugs I mean I'm gonna tell my ally to do a super attack if he possibly can. Okay, that's enough of that. So the bugs are basically invisible, and we don't want to get hit. But now we've got our meepy mode going, and that means we basically shoot double half the time. Unfortunately, again, everything we have is beams. Fortunately, unlike Alice mode, we do get to use special attacks, and it does not cost us too badly. It just is active for a certain set amount of time. The things that you can't see that are hitting me are the bugs. They're these little drones designed to kill people. That's literally what they are, just covered in saw blades. They're horrifying. They are an actual flying war crime, is what they are. I'm just gonna shoot him a lot. And he's gonna do that, which is less than ideal. Gonna move around a lot. And incidentally, yeah, the after images do function as they canonically do. They break tracking. Ouch. That was avoidable. Don't stay invincible. Got him. Oof, that was tricky. That's not an easy mission under the best of circumstances. That's probably not going to give me the Rafflesia either. I'll take it though. This is fine. This I think is the first of the survival missions, and these are brutal. And like it says, like it has a 30-minute time limit. That is not a joke. Like without stuff that's beefed way up, you are gonna have a real hard time. Out of interest, can I equip? Yes, I can. I absolutely can equip the double fin funnel, which will make these missions an absolute joke. Unfortunately, it means I have to put the Rigazi in somewhere. I have a couple of minutes. I can do one or two of these, but no more. Advantages of having an ally that's a new type is you can give them all the really sick stuff, and then just pray that they can brute force it. I forget which this one is. Char's second attack. I probably just have to kill stuff better without dying. That's usually the solution. But yeah, I'm totally looking forward to next week where I'll start the Xeon campaign, where things get really tricky / awesome. Hey, don't shoot me. Get out of here. There we go. Thanks. I got hit, so that's probably still just an A. I'll take it. So yeah, basically every time an ace appears, shoot it. Pop an ult and just giggle. Or don't giggle. I mean, giggling is kind of creepy anyway, but, you know, do whatever, I guess. That's pretty much how this goes. Just working our way down. I should double check to see what my SP stat on my pilot is at. It's gotta be like 97, 98. Maybe it's at 99 by now. Yeah, they did absolutely just fly through a wall. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Just fin funnel things. Just funnel things. Alright. I wish I had saved some super for quests. But perhaps our ally will deal with it. Oh, not my fin funnels. There we go. Those are all missing because they're still following her. Ah, oh, fudge. My ally's getting creamed. Okay, that could have gone better. It could have gone a lot worse, though. Got that S rank, those delicious, delicious S ranks. Ooh, that was a hiccup. I don't know what that was. Oh, right, the container one. So what I'm about to do here is going to depend the success of what I'm about to attempt here is going to depend very heavily on whether or not these crates are destructible. If these crates are destructible, this is not going to work at all. It's going to be really sad to watch. If not, we might actually be okay. So we deposit this, and then the enemies start coming in waves. That's fine. prefer not to be hit by that. And I think we're good. Now we just deposit. Yeah, these are the indestructible container variety, which is good. I just missed. I was like, I'm going to be clever and like drop this in flight. What's the worst that can happen? And for swag, we'll just cover ourselves in a geodesic dome. I think it's a dodecahedron. It's a lot of funnels. And I mean a lot. You figure, I think the default new has what? 8? And this is double that, so you have a lot of funnels. Is it 8? I should count. I would need a much better shot than that. I can count it when I get in there, I guess. That's right, I'm upgrading the beam rifle. What I can do, actually, is ignore that entirely and dump all my points into beefing up my funnels, which I think is exactly what I'm going to do. It's a lot of wasted, I put in quotes, points, but it is effective. Because those are my primary means of attack. So the stronger they are, the better it goes. I meant to count. I really did, and I just didn't. And I apologize. I can't see my funnels. There they are. So over to the funnels. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 12 funnels. 1, 2. Shit. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which is excessive, I think, as anyone will probably admit. But it looks cool. That shield, I should have switched directions. That might have gotten me out of his angle. With its super attack, it doesn't matter if it misses all the time. Okay. Lots of thruster too, which is nice. Big old beam saber, huge swings, very nice. We're gonna target the Sazabi. We're gonna make this Azabi not me. The reason they're doing that is because there are no enemies alive. Nothing to worry about there. So yeah, like I've mentioned before, I love this game. It is just, I cannot actually state in words how much I've enjoyed these streams. Like, I look forward to these all week, and now my chat monitoring program just shot the bed. Internal server error. Spectacular. Is that it? I guess that's it. I think I do need to wait for the clops to land, though, or get to where they need to go in order to get credit. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna let them do that. Because I'm not 1000% positive that I can move on until they have succeeded. If it still gives me like an A, then I do have to just be much quicker. And that's fine. I can deal with that. It's easy. These are... With the DFF, they are quick. And problem solved. These guys are committing suicide by Newtype. It's no big deal. Look at that. Just chunky. I love it. Oh, because he's way out there. He's just outside my targeting range. I think I just saved all the missiles. I didn't hear any big explosions, which is good. I went well, I thought. I don't know what that top stat is. I think that top stat is time. So what you'd want to do is be as absolutely quick as you could, i.e. go in there, kill everything, depart as soon as you possibly can, and move on. That's, you know what? Why not? Let's finish getting S ranks on these. It's going to be easy to do. It's not hard. And as before, we're going to dump all our spare stats into our fin funnels. Right now, just boosting the travel time, which I don't think affects the actual funnels themselves, just the beams. But on the off chance that it affects the funnels themselves, I'm doing that anyway. Let me dismiss this. Oh, there we go. And we'll see what happens. If I upgrade the accuracy all the way, you'll see ridiculous curving beams. Well, they won't curve per se, but they'll just slide to target. And I can show that off too once I have enough points to spend. I'm gonna real quick upgrade my ally here, since he is very nearly maxed out. Unfortunately, I haven't unlocked error restrictions. Remember to go A route on this one, I think. Or is it B? Shoot. I don't remember which one I took. Crap. When I get the accuracy maxed out, some of those beams that you can see sort of lining back up are going to hit much more often. The thing also that makes the DFF so ridiculous, the double fin funnel, is how long its super is. It just sits there and shoots death for ages. So right now I'm stuck on weapon cooldown. Shoot. I'm gonna go with the B route because I don't remember what I picked. I think I picked the A, so I'm gonna go B route. I'm gonna feel like a real idiot if I'm wrong, though. I don't feel like a real idiot. Just juggle that poor sucker into the air. I used way more beam fin funnel shots than I would have liked. It almost hit me. That's right, I have to actually be targeting something for my ally to do a super attack. I forget these things sometimes, you know. Not for long, quests. Not for long. It's fine. That went well. Unfortunately, now I have no super gauge, so I have to make this good. I like how he just tried to melee those funnels. That's adorable. He's cute. What a silly. I don't know that that'll kill the Rulula. It didn't. Hardly matters because I'm about to take it out. Anyway. Like that. Give me this. I want to fly on it. Like Zoom. That cracked me up. That's, for lack of a better term, a meme in which at the end of Zeta, Camille, due to Paptimus Scirocco's Newtype psionic attack, basically is turned into a vegetable. The act of channeling a bunch of new types and doing his Wave Rider crash paired with Paptimus Scirocco doing all kinds of psionic mental attacks on his ego or whatever, winds up turning Camille into basically a vegetable. And so at the very end of Zeta, and it's great. It's such a great ending. It's so bittersweet. Tamino knows how to do bittersweet endings like absolutely no one else in the business. I will give that man all the credit in the world. Um, I maybe should add a qualifier as in used to, because he tends to do, when he's doing anime and whatnot now, he tends to be a lot more upbeat. Uh, but with stuff like El Gaim is another classic example. It's like, yeah, the heroes basically get through the events of El Gaim and Heavy Metal El Gaim intact, but um, for the cast involved, it's kind of okay. And immense spoilers for Heavy Metal El Gaim. Seriously, watch that show. It's rad. Um, it's great bittersweet ending. Nobody dies, but it's kind of like Turn A, actually. Turn A uses almost exactly the same ending. A very bittersweet in terms of certain characters losing the main character love triangle ball, as it were. And it's pretty great in that regard. Okay, my SP is still 95. That I would think I would have improved by now, but it takes a while after a certain point. What is that 62 stat, I wonder? I do not remember. What are my pilot stats? Because I don't remember those at all. I don't remember those at all. Not even a little bit. I know what the SP stat does. I don't remember the rest of the pilot stats. They don't really matter much, except for the SP stat. That's the stat that counts. I'm just going to bang these out because these are easy. I'll start with A, then do B, and that should get us S ranks for all this, which would be nice. The DFF makes it very possible. Incidentally, you get the double fin funnel even if you do like everything Xeon. You'll still get it. You'll still have the extra mission that has it. And you can get it, which is nice. So something that'll become apparent sometime after I beat the Xeon route is going to be the capture feature, which is really cool. I don't remember if I actually upgraded this mech. I don't think I did. More than I already have, I mean. No. So me taking that much damage is going to hurt my score pretty badly. So I'm going to be a little more aggressive now. Just cycling targets. It ain't no big thing. Tell my ally to do a super attack, because obviously... Okay, we'll start with A. It's going pretty well. I'm gonna get right into the middle of the arena and then just pop supers until everything's dead. Like this. Because that's a thing I can do, and it's not even cheating. Isn't that nice? Unfortunately, I should have saved super for this encounter. On the other hand, unless he pops his super attack at me right here, I am good. And I am going to have to save some because Char is going to... there's another stage of this. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, hell with it. Still in A because I took way too many hits. Whatever, we'll upgrade and we'll fix that. Because I did in fact forget. Yeah, I absolutely did. This is fine. Accuracy's gonna go way up eventually once I get there. No, I should be able to max this thing out and still have some left over for like physical stats in case I need it. And I won't have 24/7 funnel uptime, but I'm gonna have a lot. Fin funnels are gonna be up a long time. The Cubile is another one that I would probably do this with because it has enough funnels that it's worth it. What I might consider doing... Yeah, well, I need to not pop my super quite so early. I can't shoot my wad that early with because I am highly reliant on that for my damage output. Mostly I just need to not take damage. This is also, again, the part of the game where melee stops being a viable option. You can't really get away with it. Um, extra missions are that taken to the nth degree. You cannot do it for extra missions. You will. Oh, okay, that's fine. I did not intend to do that, but it's all right. I'm all right with this. The Zissas will still kill me dead, but the Gyaradogas, other than the missiles they shoot, are a non-problem. Ooh, I just shot over him because I'm tall. The new Gundam, by the way, is very tall. I think the Unicorn is bigger, but the Unicorn is non-canon as far as I'm concerned, so there. Ha! Opinions. Strong ones. I'm gonna pop a super here just to clean up the trash. Oh, geez, there's still more. Golly. Okay. I'm saving my super for, actually, I could probably... Yeah, I can waste it on these two schmucks. That's not an issue. If anything else shows up, it shows up. Whatever. Go for the A route again. And we're going to save whatever super gauge we build up from the ambient enemy kills. I can probably pop one super, and then I've got to get ambient enemy kills with other methods. By other methods, I mean I shoot them a lot. Okay. Pew, 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 pew. One, two, three, four. That's... He blocked just enough of those for that not to work. I'm a little annoyed. But it's okay. We'll be fine. We'll survive. Sorry about that, folks. Minor emergency. Dealt with now. We'll continue briefly till we get S ranks on these, just to show that I am in fact doing them. Usually on my off time. Okay, now for the easy part. Take care of that, take care of that, and we're done. Ta-da! There we go. Delicious, delicious S ranks. And we'll do the same thing here. We will boost the funnel accuracy. Then we'll work on probably reload time, I'm thinking. Well, maybe the amount of ammo, because I think that goes up to 10 shots when you get it into the pink, as it were. Haha. Okay. Until the next wave of enemies spawns, and then I'll do a super, like so. Should take out the trash pretty handily there. Yeah, you can see those funnel beams tracking very nicely. Got how long a reload is on that. I think... Oh, no, one more. Pop a super for that. We're way up high in the sky, so we can actually hit everything pretty nicely. Except for evidently that one guy. Okay. I don't think we get anything for S ranking this, but I'm not positive that we don't, so I'm doing it. Okay. That's right, we have to defend Amuro a bit. This Hyper Bazooka is not just for show. Yeah, you can see the beams curving to connect, which is beautiful to watch. Ta-da! So that's pretty much when, if you're not getting S ranks all the way through, and you want to get them after you've gotten the era limit restriction lifted, this is pretty much how you do it, is with the DFF. You just get up super gauge and kill everything. Horribly. Make it not be. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. I don't remember what that is. I don't remember what that is. That is, I think, overtuning. Overtuning now is available, but for what? Is it SFS units? Or is it just saying now after I use a unit for 10 times, I can overtune? That might be what it is. I think that's what it is. Because the way it works is once you get all something stats maxed out into the yellow, like the Rigazi basically is at this point, except for its shield, which now it is. If I use the Rigazi 10 times, I'll be able to overtune, and this will cost less, slightly, than overtuning otherwise. To do that for every unit takes an extremely long time. As you can probably guess. You just find a really short level, probably in UC 0079 or something, and just bang it out. There's one or two of the extra missions that are pretty quick too. You just bang them out and call it a day. That's how I did it when I did it on old save files, so... Nah, I'm not going to be able to get all the way up there, so I'll do reload until I have enough to get another shot, and then rinse, wash, repeat. This will be able to get up to... In fact, let's find out. How many shots can it get? It can get up to 10. Very good. I was right. I have, in fact, played the game enough. I should know. Albeit not for a while, up until this past series of weeks. So yeah, that'll do it, I think, for today. The remaining... Oh, I'll do this one too. Why not? This should go quickly. And I will give my ally something useful to use, like the XS, although that's not going to help him much against the bugs, the Bagu. But he'll be fine. I just have to give him a different, that, for instance. Fortunately, I have bazooka, so I can make these just work for me. Oh, I could have used the Lefresia. Damn it. I could use the Lefresia to kill Lefresius. Raffalesius, hello. I can talk. I just really have to leave. But I'm just having too much fun. I think it may have just tried to kill all of my fin funnels, and it almost succeeded. Oh, this did not connect. The bugs are... I can target, though. I think if it launches them, I can target them with up, I think. Nope, maybe not. If they're there, I don't see them. So now we're just going to use our super attack on it, and we are going to call that good. Indeed, not Darth Vader. Indeed. I really do enjoy, what's it called, F91, but I will readily admit that F91 is basically just The Empire Strikes Back, but with a Japanese coat of paint. Which is fine, actually. It is the coolest Empire Strikes Back that isn't The Empire Strikes Back, for sure. That was a great glory shot, and I approve of it. If I had managed to do that without getting hit... Ah, there we go. We get Mask as the pilot. Alright, so other than the survival mode stuff, which will eventually be done, so what makes these special is that they are very long, but they basically... so this one here is all the Earth-only mechs throughout the ages. I think this one is all Federation all the time, whereas this one is all Xeon all the time, and then anything that Xeon has, or anything the Federation has, that's space only, and there's not much of it. Or all Earth stuff, all space stuff, and I think that covers all eras, and it is long. It is a lot of units. You have to kill a couple of everything in the game that's playable. They're pretty awesome. I'll do them sometime, but not today, because I do have to go. I am actually going to save, because I will feel like an idiot if all my progress happened and was for naught. So yeah, next week I'll probably be doing the Xeon route, going through all that, mashing it out. It's pretty awesome. Either that or I'll do the AUG for Zeta era. I might do that instead because that'll be easy-ish because I'll have stuff that's already been a bit upgraded, but I'd have to create a new character for that, and I can do that. It doesn't take long. All right then. Thanks for tuning in, folks. If you do enjoy this, I do it every Monday unless some earth-shattering event occurs to prevent it from occurring. I don't usually run this long. I usually run like half this amount of time. Usually about 2 hours, but noon Eastern Standard Time every Monday. Mecha Mondays. I also do a stream on Wednesday for Warframe related stuff, and a stream on Saturday, which is for reading short stories. Right now I'm doing some selections from Stephen King's Night Shift, so those are fun. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Fragath, and have a great week.